What if? What if you had a disability? What if your developmental disability left you isolated from society? What if you were institutionalized for having a developmental disability? What if you were misunderstood and only represented by a label?
Hyperactive,
Attention deficit.
Idiot,
lazy,
Antisocial.
slow,
crazy,
Short-tempered.
impulsive,
mental defective.
I think it's cruel. I think it's terribly cruel that we have spoken this way, labeled this way. To me, if you gotta label something, label words, label jars, label street, but don't label person. You put them down in the hole. And I'd like to see, personally, for a goal for people first, is to get rid of mentally retarded, mentally disabled, mentally everything.
These labels, paired with negative stigmas, represent an old school of thought that began long, long ago. The dealings and management of people with developmental disabilities can be traced back to the early 1500s. In fact, during this time, the Greeks coined the term idiot and referred to those with intellectual disabilities as such. The history of disabilities prior to the 17th and 18th centuries has been referred to as a time of confusion, lacking an understanding of and services for persons with disabilities. However, the 17th and 18th centuries witnessed a more constructive scientific approach to individuals with disabilities. The earlier efforts of Sir Isaac Newton and Galileo contributed to an understanding of the physical world, while philosophers of the time tried to understand human nature. During the early 19th century, at least one state-supported institution existed in every state. The number of residents increased from 25,000 to 50,000. The ideas of parole and institutional care were promoted. At their peak, public institutions housed approximately 4% of all people with mental retardation, but consumed the vast majority of public funds for service. By the mid-1920s, professional views of persons with disabilities changed. Persons affiliated with the field of human services spoke out about the menace of feeble-mindedness and began to see the positive results of education and community interaction for people with disabilities. The self-advocacy movement paved the way for people with developmental disabilities and represented a significant departure from the past, the views of parents and professionals, and a continuing evolution in disability rights. Being a person first, making our own decisions, believing in my value as a person, having others believe in me as a person, empowerment, equal opportunity, learning and living together, and most important, non-labeling. Society said that persons with developmental disabilities must change to fit into society. They have said no. It's society that must change its attitudes and practices and accept us. Hence the American Disabilities Act of 1990.
The Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990 was established to protect over 43 million Americans with physical or mental disabilities, pursuit of goals, and economic self-sufficiency. Congress has provided enforceable standards for employers, educators, and government facilities to discourage the discriminatory treatment of Americans with disabilities. To commemorate the 22nd anniversary of the Americans with Disabilities Act being signed into law, University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and the state of Maryland announced a novel non-credit program to provide a 4-year college experience to people with intellectual disabilities. This leading initiative at UMBC is paving the way to eliminate educational and social barriers within the community. This enables students enrolled within the Success Program the chance to experience independence, employment skills, academic, and creative achievement within a university environment. The Success Program allows students to participate in educational, social, and recreational college activities along with their peers. To develop job skills, the students are required to participate in an on-campus, semester-long internship in settings like the computer lab, library, the recreation center, and the UMBC Child Care Center. The Success Program leads students to diverse opportunities that are available to them outside of the traditional limitations they encounter.